In my project, I explored the evolution of Romanization and the expansion of Rome. This is a complex topic, so this video is just a brief overview. So first, we need to look at what Romanization is. Romanization is defined as the incorporation of new people into the Roman nation. It's important to note here that a nation is not geographic like a country or empire, but instead a nation is defined by the characteristics of the people living in it who have cultural similarities and who see themselves as part of the same nation. One country can have more than one nation, and one nation can encompass more than one country. So in my project, I set out to find an accurate definition of Romanization and understand how this process happens. So scholars used to believe that the Roman government encouraged native people to convert in order to become more quote-unquote civilized. This view was patronizing, however, and was created to justify British imperialism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Modern scholars, in contrast, understand Romanization to be an active decision on behalf of non-Romans choosing to merge their existing cultures with Roman ones for economic opportunity or due to a variety of reasons. A great example of this comes from the city of Tudor in northern Italy. As Rome began to expand into the other Italian city-states, it brought its culture with them. Over 3 generations, the villagers in this town transitioned from the right-to-left Umbrian language to the left-to-right Latin, changing their names and culture along with it. They were not forced to do this, but did so for a variety of reasons. Romanization occurred wherever Rome expanded, and as new people became more Roman and more incorporated into the Roman nation, they were eventually granted citizenship, becoming Romans. However, some Romans, like the satirical poet Juvenal, pushed back, being afraid that their nation was being taken over by foreign people who were granted citizenship. This is obvious parallels to modern nativist movements which opposed immigration and minority groups. Eventually, Rome stopped granting citizenship to new people, creating a two-tiered society. These people who were part of the Roman nation but not granted citizenship were angry and began to rebel against Rome for not being granted the same rights that other Romans were. This would eventually lead to Rome's collapse as these rebellions tore Rome apart from the inside. Again, this video is just a brief overview, and if you want to learn more, check out the full video at the link in the description.